Hey guys, and welcome to Car Collections, and welcome back to another brand new video. And you guys seem to like my last car spotting video, so today I am back doing another car spotting video. And today we're going to be looking for the rarest car. Last videos was the most expensive car. Today we're going to be finding the rarest, hopefully. So let's get out on the road and see what cars we can find here in Greenville and see how we do. Right off the bat, Carrera GT. Well, as we could suspect, this was not going to be a hard challenge. Now, I'm not looking for off sales. I mean, the Carrera GT is a rare car. Probably not the rarest vehicle in existence. I actually own one myself. $1 million car right here. Looks like this is a nice paint to sample blue on tan interior. We have a Chevrolet Tahoe with some aftermarket wheels. A Dodge, which this is off sale. Only of recently though, so these aren't too rare just because they haven't been off sale yet. Porsche Taycan. Still on sale, but definitely not a car that you see a lot of. The sedan version. We have a Skyline GTR. This is really cool. Not a huge fan of the wheels on this. Not off sale either, but this is also really expensive and really rare. I actually really want one of these in Greenville, so maybe someday I'll buy one. We have a Ford GT that looks like it's trying to go for like a Heritage Edition spec. I like the vision. Not sure I love the wheels. Carrera GT, the same one. We have an older, what looks like the older fastback Mustang, Lamborghini Urus. We have a Boxster. These are great cheap cars in Greenville. If you want a good cheap car in Greenville, get yourself a nice Boxster. Yeah, but that is that. Oh, this person thinks my car is slow, so I'm going to show him what's not slow. Oh no, they thought he only had slow cars, huh? Okay, we're going to get back in my Defender, because me personally, I like that car a lot for car spotting, so we're going to get back into this car and see how we do. So let's go. Let's go. So I think I'm gonna take a left out of here. And see what we can find. We are in the most full server. That's how I normally do it, just because it is the easiest to find cars so far. Okay, we just have this roadblock in the street. More random cones spread out. Yeah, so far not finding too much outside of the dealership that is really too good. Yeah, I haven't seen one car outside of the dealership, so I'm wondering if we start a car meet, if we'll get a good turnout, and maybe we'll be able to see some stuff. I think we're gonna head down to the parking garage and we're gonna host a car meet down there, and we're going to see if we can find any cars, because this is looking very not full. Ooh, we got a car coming up on the left. What is it? Bentley Flying Spur. Very cool. Looks to be white. That is a nice car. I had one of these for a period of time. Not bad. That's a pretty expensive car. Not exactly the rare vehicle I'm looking for. Let's go down this way. Maybe there's some people. Ooh, we have a Dodge Viper that is now off sale. We have an off sale Dodge Viper being stopped. This doesn't look to be the ATPR version. This just looks to be a regular Dodge Viper. Not sure anybody's in the vehicle. Yellow, which is a very nice paint spec for this car. Looks very nice. I have a similar one. Those just recently went off sale, unfortunately. So the people that own those are the last of the people who own them, because they're no longer on sale. Luckily, it looks like we're approaching daylight, so we won't be needing these headlights for too much longer, which is nice. We can actually get a little bit better look and see what cars we can spot. Now, I may at some point leave the server and join a different one and see if we can find some cool and interesting cars. I figured I'd make this car spotting video a little bit longer than ones past. And we have a train that is blocking the way. And a bar that will not move. Okay. Let's keep on going. I'm pretty sure I saw something at the gas station. We're gonna take a right in here. Aw, dang it, that's just an... Yeah, no, these are just prop cars. That's nothing. Okay. That stunk. I wish they had more interesting prop cars. Or like NPC. Alright guys, we made it down here to Horton. I did pause the video. We didn't see anything down there besides a few Corvettes. I was not able to get those captured on video. But you know probably what Corvettes look like. Nothing too special. I'm gonna park up the Carrera GT. And now, make sure I'm recording. I am. And now, I'm going to host the car meet, and we're going to see if anybody shows up. So, events, going to do car meet, and we're going to start this car meet, and we're going to see what happens. And then my plan for after this is, did they remove the badges from this car? They did. Oh, that's annoying. Doesn't look very good without the badges. That stinks. Anyways, we're gonna need the Carrera GT here. Then, if nobody shows up to this car meet, I think what we're going to do is I am just going to head back down to the main town and see if anybody else has showed up to the dealership, because that seems to be where most people are. And if not, we're going to try another server and see whatever rare cars we can find. I haven't found anything too outrageously rare yet. We did find the Carrera GT and some cool other vehicles. Definitely rare, but I'm mainly looking for cars that have been off sale for a while and not necessarily cars that are expensive. I do have quite a bit of off sales myself, though. I have this. This is pretty rare. This 1993 Jeep. This was taken off sale recently, and funny enough, I didn't even purposely, like, I didn't know that this car was gonna go off sale. I bought it because I wanted to, figured I'd lift it, put some cool tires on it. I thought it would look cool. And it just so happened that shortly after I bought this car, it went off sale. So I don't think many people have this car, so sounds pretty nice. I gotta be completely honest. This one is also equipped with the front light bar, which is really cool. I got this one finished in this matte black color with winter tires. That's why they look a little more all-terrain. Alright, I'm going to assume, though, that nobody's coming to this event because, I'm not seeing anybody here. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to head back down to, I believe, we're going to head back down to maybe the Roadmap dealership. We're going to see what we can find down there. I want to see if I can customize my dot vehicle, because I have a snowplow. So while we're headed there, I'm going to stop at the dealership, and I'm going to try and customize my plow truck. Hold on. I hear what looks like a nice car. Ooh, we have a McLaren. Maybe showing up to the meet? Maybe not. Maybe they're just over here for some random reason. Oh, that's not a McLaren. This is an SF90 or Ferrari 296 GTB. There goes that engine kicking on. What a cool car. Yeah, wow. Nice smoky burnout. I'm trying to find my bandit vehicle. That's what it's called. Bandit dot plow. Let's see here. I want to take this thing and see if I can customize it. And while we're down there customizing this thing, we're going to see if we can see any of our cars. Maybe now that there's a car meet, maybe we'll see some cool cars start to head down this area. Maybe not. You have to see. That's just what we're going to do. I was hoping the server would have a little bit more cars, but I'm not sure there's a ton of vehicles showing up. This is the most full server you can get into, so if there's going to be cars, you'd see them here, and a lot of these full servers like this have expensive cars. That's why this is the best challenge to do in a full server. I'm not in a roleplay server today, so, we're going to take it right down here. And we're going to just see what happens. We're going to pull in first, though, to this dealership. Because I wanted to see if it is possible to customize my car. Oh, and here, the 2 Corvettes are still here. Those are the 2 Corvettes, the 2 Hennessy Corvettes from earlier that I said I couldn't show you guys. So if you wanted to see them, we'll get a closer look when I leave here. Let's see if I can enter customization. Let's see, I don't want the dot logos to be. We need like some all-terrain rims on this truck. Let's see. Need big rims, like, no, not those. I want 3D rims. Let's see here. These could maybe, oh no, those are not good. These, I mean, maybe, probably, yeah, no, I don't think so. I'm not liking that. Let's see what else there is to choose from in the wheel department. There's a specific wheel that I'm looking for. I just have to find it. So I'm going to try and check what that wheel is and see if I can figure it out. And if so, it was kind of like these, but I can't find it. It was a 3D wheel, so it should be 3D, but I'm not. Oh, it was this. Okay, it was this. Which one did I get, though? I don't understand. What's the difference? Okay, I think that's good. I might do the paint. Where's the paint? And let's get black. That looks good. I think this looks good. Now we're going to head back out here. These Corvettes look like they made their way out, so we're not going to be able to get a closer look. It always seems whenever I do these videos, I always run into a Corvette. Very popular cars, both in real life and in video games. Now we're going to head back down here. We're going to hit the main highway. And hopefully, just hopefully, something will be over here that we need to see. I saw something hanging left down here, so I'm hoping that I am... Sorry about that, I had to answer a question. Mustang. Not sure. What's this? Looks to be a dark horse. Dark horse, very nice. And I hear a horn coming. And trying to... Where's that horn coming from? Yeah, I hear it. I'm not sure where exactly it's coming from. Alright, let's keep on going and seeing where else we can find cars on the map today. Finally, something else. Volkswagen Jetta. Not at all rare or really interesting. Don't think it was modified. I mean, it's a Volkswagen Jetta. I'm not going to attempt to chase it. For being a plow truck, this is a fast vehicle. I may have to drive this thing more often. Corvette. Very surprising. I'm joking. These are very common wheels. Corvette, some people just like, I don't know. You see a lot of interesting wheel choices. Another Volkswagen Golf Coupe, two-door coupe. I'm curious to see what we see here. What we see here. We're gonna go back into the Defender, I think. Because why not? Let's try and find it. Let's try and find it here. And here we have it. Ooh, Jaguar. Very nice. Not too rare, it's a licensed car, but don't see many of those, so I guess it's kind of rare. I mean, it's not off sale. Like I said, that's the key to doing these challenges, is finding the off sale stuff. So now we're gonna take a right down here. And now we're gonna see if there's any more cars down here. We're gonna park right here. I think we're gonna walk and see if there's anything cool. Right off the bat, Koenigsegg. All black Koenigsegg. Very expensive car. I believe this is supposed to be a Koenigsegg, maybe like a Jesco. Fully carbon. Really nice car. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. You have a Lamborghini Rarest, which looks very nice. And then we have another Lamborghini. I want to get one of these too. I really want to get one of these. I've been meaning to. I'm meaning to get a Lamborghini. I really want one. I used to have one. I used to have a Miura, and then I sold it for an R8, and then I now have the Carrera GT. Well, that's going to be it for this server, because this server looks to be pretty just not good, unfortunately. Let's see, can I get into this? I can't. Okay, so we're in the Roleplay server now. So now it's a little bit different. Now we have role-playing vehicles, basically. So now, I think since this is a roleplay, I'm going to drive a more appropriate car. So why don't I drive this Volkswagen? This car, normal, fits the requirement. We're going to back ourselves in next to this Aston Martin. And now, before the roleplay starts, why don't we look at the lineup? Beautiful McLaren DBX in this nice shade of red. New Kia, not a fan of that color. Celine that is slammed on the ground with bad wheels. Taurus. Very nice. My dad used to have a car that looked like that. Very cool over here. Ram, off sale. Tesla Model S. Honda Element. This car is kind of rare because nobody bought it. I mean, you can still buy it. I might have to use this in my worst to best series. This might be a future contender on that series. I'm trying to find a vehicle. This is rare. Volkswagen van. When's the last time you've seen a Volkswagen van? I have to get back in my car because we might be starting soon, and I don't want to be late. So that is that. That looks to be it for the lineup so far. Yeah, but I'm going to be working on another worst to best series videos, so if you guys are wondering what happened to those videos, I'm going to be working on episode 3 here in the near future. We have the little mini car, and we have the Toyota 4Runner. Oh, okay, okay, there we go. Now we're all just going to head on down. I'm just going to follow. Not sure what this guy is doing. Oh my goodness. Okay, that person is just not understanding how to drive. Okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna follow where a majority of people go. I don't want to make. Okay, everybody's going down to the highway. Let's hit the gas on this Volkswagen Atlas and see how fast this thing can go. Let's pass this truck. See if I can floor it past him. Jeez, this guy doesn't want to get past, huh? Not sure what that person's doing. Very crazy trying to roleplay on the highway. That's why I'm not a huge fan of it, so I'm not sure how long this is gonna last. Not to mention, there's not many people in the server, so we're gonna have to just wait and see what all happens here. Yeah, this is very boring. So, I think I'm gonna... that's a rest stop. I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to ride the shoulder the wrong way. I know. But I'm going to take the exit I went down back up, and we're gonna head back to Main Town, because I'm not seeing many people here, so maybe not many people are on the highway. Because I would like to find people so we can actually spot some cars and not just be driving around. Let me tell you, this is a very boring car spotting video, because we are not finding much of anything. Lamborghini Huracan. Just as we thought we were done. We have, looks like a very dark green. It looks like a black, but in the sun, that is a green. You can see it, like, right there. That is a dark green with some matching dark green wheels. Not a fan of the wheels, but color is interesting. I don't know where I am. This is not where I want it to be. Alright, there we go. We're back. Yeah, I'm not seeing much, so we're just gonna respawn, I think. And we're gonna see if there's more people at spawn that weren't here before, because... Let me tell... Super! Pink Super. I feel very boring just driving this Volkswagen. I actually kind of like this car. This is a more basic trim level. I might trade up to a nicer one with a sunroof and... you know, some stuff. This is like, I think, the base model. I did opt for some wheels, though, that were nicer. I keep hitting stuff today. And we're just gonna head down to this area of town and see if people are around. It doesn't look like so. However, I do see 2 cars, and I'm trying to catch up to them. 3 cars. And one dude is... I wonder what this person's doing. We're going to pull in right here. I'm not sure what's going on at Bulk Foods, but we have that gold Taurus that I said we saw earlier. Oh, I have to step away from that because that's probably copyright because they're playing music. Tesla Model S down there. These are the wheels I optioned for on my Volkswagen Atlas. Definitely not a bad ride. I don't mind it. It looks really good from the front. I like it from the front. Oh, that's a Viper truck. So that's not a regular Ram. That is a Viper edition. I have one of those as well. Let's get back in the car. They also sell the Taurus wagon, which is very rare. Supra. And I am bored of this server because there's nobody here. So now what I say we do is, why don't we try one more server? We're just going to go into a random server and we're going to see what happens. If we don't find anything good here, I think I'm going to call it for the video. Alright, right off the bat, notice in a Dodge Viper, we have a Dodge Viper, looks to be a white stripe version in black, and oh, this was the server I was in before, because this is the same exact Koenigsegg with the same exact license plate. It does look like we have some new cars though, this Lotus, which is nice. Like I said, not exactly rare. So much for finding the rarest car. Now, I don't think we had a ton of luck today, but I appreciate you all watching. Maybe I'll be back with this series again if you guys seem to like it. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys here soon in the next video. Thank you all for watching.